my biggest question is, so I was raised evangelical Christian, and I tend to subscribe to that theology. I just struggle with homophobia, and I was just wondering, where does it become homophobia? Is it homophobia if you disagree with, if you believe that homosexuality is a sin, or is it homophobia once you start preaching that stuff is evil and that you don't agree with it?
I mean, are you evangelical still?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I became an atheist when I was like a teenager, and then
Mm-hmm.
like I kind of more regressed back into my early childhood programming, I guess.
Yeah, well,
But
you don't have to
I
call it a
take comfort in it.
regression. Jesus. I mean, you can be evangelical. Like, it's not like, I mean, everybody's got their journey, right?
Yeah.
Can't you just view it as like, I mean, obviously everybody has their vices. For
Mhm.
some people, it might be alcohol. For some people, it might be gambling. You know, for some people, it might be homosexuality, right? Can't you just treat everybody as though, people are on their personal journey? It's not really your place to comment or say, right? Like
Yeah.
if there was an alcoholic at work, you wouldn't be telling them every single day, like, hey, stop drinking, bro. Like, that's between them and whatever God they have, and you just keep it at that.
Yeah, well, for sure. But sometimes I feel like I get gaslit into thinking like I'm the weird one. Like when they tell me like if I'm not attracted to transsexual women or men or whatever, then I'm the bigot, and it just makes me feel like I don't know. Am I the bigot, or am I just trying to like stick to my sexual orientation?
I mean, you could be bigoted. I don't know. It's possible you could have a sexual orientation that is what it is because that's what it is, or it could just be that
Mhm.
you are a little bigoted. I don't know. Everybody's a little bit different. I mean, you've got a right to your own sexual
I do
orientation. Like,
struggle with that though,
yeah.
right? Because I don't want to be. Nobody wants to be like an asshole or anything like that.
Well,
But
there's
at
a
the
difference
same
between
time,
being bigoted and being an asshole, right? Like one man's bigot
oh,
could be
okay.
another man's, like holy man. It just depends on your particular perspective, right? There are going to be some people that hate Islam, and to a Muslim, they're pretty bigoted. There's going to be people that hate evangelicals, and to an evangelical Christian, they're bigoted. But it just kind of depends on your that's being bigoted. It's like being a terrorist or a freedom fighter. It's a matter of perspective, right?
Okay, okay. Um,
I feel
you
like
know what?
from my perspective, like as long as you're like chill with other people, like living their lives in the ways that they see
Yeah,
fit, and you're not trying to like demonize somebody or castigate people for their
but then you go
choices.
to an extreme, like with pedophilia. Like everyone agrees that that's wrong, right? And if you take that logic to, everyone does their own thing. You don't want to co-sign that type of stuff, right?
Um, if I okay, let me jump super into the weeds here, right? So
Hmm.
pedophilia in and of itself isn't the issue. The issue is if they're fucking kids, right? Now, if they
Hmm.
fuck kids, you can condemn that as an action because even outside of a religious context, we all agree that children can't consent to sexual activity with adults, right? So
Hmm.
that's something where you don't have to be religious to say pedophilia is wrong in terms of fucking kids because nobody agrees with kitty fucking. Except for well, even pedophiles should say that, right? The difference in
Yeah.
homosexual behavior is like pedophilia. You might say, well, pedophilia and homosexuality are both wrong. However, homosexuality can be a sin that's practiced with two consenting adults. So the type of wrong there is a lot different than pedophilia, which is going to involve a child who we probably all agree doesn't have the wherewithal to consent to that behavior. Does that make sense?
Yeah.